Hello, we are live. We are live. We are live. We're a few minutes behind. That's all on me. That's all on me. But hey, I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this digital live stream for multiple hours a day for the last 2 days. We've had very little issues. Let me make sure that I'm not. Yeah, no. Okay. Make sure I'm not muted. For those of you who were watching the digital drag show just a little while ago, I was having some issues with making sure things were not muted, but we've got that all worked out, all sorted out now. So I am excited. My name is Pat DeBear. I am the organizer and event director for Bear Bust. Bear Bust is celebrating 30 years this year, even though we can't be with everybody in person, hosting a large event where we are all just touching me, touching you, the whole hands, shaking hands. I don't know. I'm not going into Sweet Caroline right now, I promise. Just alluding to it. But since we can't be doing this in person out of an abundance of safety and concern for not just all of you, but for our staff, our volunteers, and for everybody, our entertainment that is all part of Bear Bust every year, we're doing this virtually, and we're so excited to be a part of it. Zerberus Black, our former Mr. Bear Bust, chiming in, saying hello, sending lots of love to everybody. So I am excited that we were able to put this together. My life has been crazy in the last 2 months. I got a new job, and it has consumed so much of my time that I kind of had to put a lot of this weekend together on the fly in the last 2 weeks. And I am so thankful for everybody that has contributed to this weekend, because without you all, it would just be me sitting in front of my camera talking like I am now, except for 2 days, and that would have not really been a great event. So thank you all for chipping in, being a part of it. A big thank you to everybody that is going to be a part of this contest tonight. All of these videos that you are going to see have been submitted. They were all sent in by our contestants, but I do have some live people joining me today. I'm just going to pop some people out here. I'm going to bring in our first of our guest judges so we can say hello. This is the one and only Mr. Tom Goss. What's up, Tom?
Hey, how are you?
I'm a little chilly. I'm getting used to being in Chicago. That's the thing. I went from
Chicago's cold.
Yeah. It's, in my apartment, oddly, it seems colder than outside sometimes.
I remember, because I grew up just north of Chicago, and it's just like for 6 months of the year, you're just cold every second of every single day.
I mean, I got up here at the end of March, beginning of April, and I loved the end of winter into spring. It was great. Summer was cool, oddly different than normal summer in Chicago, but hey. And then we got into the fall, and I don't know what it was, like Labor Day weekend, the weather abruptly changed, and then I got back on track, and then my birthday hit last week, and it was cold and rain. My least favorite type of weather.
Bad.
But Tom, I am so glad to have you as one of our judges here. Zerber's chiming in and saying hi. Want to do a quick little, if you don't know Tom, you should, but Tom is a fantastic musician and artist. You can go check out his work and support him by going to his website at Tom Goss Music.
I'm realizing that I can't comment back. Oh no, that's a bummer.
You should be able to. You should. I don't know.
Rich.
Honestly, you find that out. I'm gonna pop you out real quick, and I'm gonna bring our next judge in. All right, next judge in. Let me mute you there. This is Michelle. She's the owner of the National Miss Bearded Empress pageant. What's up, Michelle? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you this evening? Besides cold, are you excited? I'm so excited.
I am. The Mr. Bear Bust pageant, or Mr. Bear Bust contest, pageant, whatever. Some bears do not like it being referred to as a pageant. I say, fuck that. It is a pageant. Everything is pageantry in this world. Just different thing.
Absolutely.
But I am so excited. It is one of the most nerve-wracking and fun parts of Bear Bust weekend. And I'm excited to be doing it virtually and having people that may not have been around or been involved with Bear Bus before compete and be a part of it this time around. Horace Adonis chiming in and saying hi to you, Michelle.
Hi, Horace. Horace makes
Love-
some beautiful masks. A lot of really like in-depth, beautiful masks. My wife and I both got them, you know, and for anybody that's wondering, like, well, why is Michelle judging? Guys, I'm a lesbian. I'm a bear. I'm a lesbear. And I love my bears, you know? And I know beauty when I see beauty. Come on.
Absolutely. And one of your emeriti is one of my dearest friends, Anthony, a.k.a. Beronce, who is the Miss National Bearded Empress Emeritus Pensée.
Mhm.
And I always remember that because I always think of penne alla vodka because I'm a bear.
You know what? Both of those things fit her, being pensive or of thought, because Pensée, because I'm my mom is Chaldean Arab and she grew up in southern France, and I come from a very religious home, very ethnic, very cultured, and I love pomp and circumstance. I love pageantry, all of that. And when I started it, I thought when I was looking at Anthony, he's very thoughtful. He thinks things through. He's very meticulous in what he does and the way he carries himself. So that name perfectly fit him.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, so Michelle is our second judge. Michelle, I'm going to pop you out for a second, and we're going to meet our third judge. And this is Gary. Let me unmute you. I'm sorry. I forget I muted. If I mute you, I have to unmute you. This is Gary Wazin from the Leather Archives and Museum here in Chicago. What's going on, Gary?
Hey, baby. How are you? Good to see you.
I am doing well. I'm doing well. Good to see you. It's so weird. You're the one that is closest to me, and I have not seen you in like months.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm right here.
I love it. I love it. How have things been going by you?
Oh, we're doing all right. You know, making the best of it. Doing what we can. Excited to be here. Even though it's bringing back, like I'm having like, you know, horror flashbacks to having lost Mr. Bearbust like, what, 3 years ago. But because I'm a gracious loser, I am here willing to help out and encourage our new youngsters to compete.
Well, to even heighten your PTSD, let me introduce our fourth judge, Jackie Beat. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm telling you. Oh, so Jackie Beat was our guest judge, our guest host for Mr. Bearbust when Gary competed down in Orlando a couple of years ago. And I tell you this, one of the things that I remember the most from that competition was when it was part of the guest judge or the guest host duties is to just come up with a question off the top of their heads. Because I bring in these legendary comedy queens that come in and are hosting. So I say, ask them something, figure something out. And you would fill out your sheet. It was like, sexual position or, favorite sexual position or what, like, are you a top or bottom or verse? And, you'd said, total top. And I think she had asked who like your favorite musical group was or like who name of, and it was ABBA. And then as you're doing your pantomiming your favorite sexual position, there's Jackie Beat on the side going, total top, Mamma Mia, total top, Waterloo. It is honestly one of my favorite memories of Bearbust Pass.
That's awesome. That was amazing.
Well, all right. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Gary, I'm going to pop you out of the...
Thanks,
I'm going to pop you out. So, okay, everybody watching, and I see at least two of our contestants have chimed in the chat. I have not divulged who they were, just because I wanted it to be really kind of a surprise and fun. So, just a little bit of how this is going to work, everybody. So, the clips are fairly short. I'm going to do this and then remove that. Okay, cool. So the clips were submitted by our contestants for 3 different categories. First category is who you be. And we wanted to know who they were, why they wanted to be a part of this competition, and what winning the first ever mixed digital Bearbust contest meant to them. So we have some introductory clips from our contestants. Our judges are going to be judging this category just on their overall genuineness and they're conveying the message of who they are to to all of you out there. Second category is how do you feel sexy? We wanted to know what you did, what you wore, how you feel sexy, what it takes to be sexy in your opinion for you. So our contestants submitted videos showing them being sexy and how they feel sexy. Our judges are going to judge them on their originality, their confidence, and the overall execution of the category. Okay, all of these categories are being judged on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being your top score. So for each judge, you have a total of 15 points that can be awarded in those categories, in category 2. Same with category 3. All 3 judges are going to have up to 15 points for these 3. And this is going to be the lip sync for the title. So as a kind of a twist on, some popular reality competitions, we have started to include a lip sync challenge at the end. And the lip sync song is by one of our judges here, Mr. Tom Goss. So we've utilized one of his recent songs that he debuted during the quarantine. So you're going to get to see a couple of different interpretations by our contestants. Again, the judge is going to be judging them from a score of 1 to 5 on their originality, their confidence, and their overall execution of the lip sync. So those are the categories. Those are that's how we're going to be rolling this through. So with that being said, I'm going to get this first video set up here. Don't mind me. This is the only problem with live streaming, and you guys have to watch me as I get all of this set up and ready, because I can't have everything play back to back to back to back. So I am going to get this volume all the way up. We're going to get this set. So this is our first contestant in the category of Who You Be. This is Curtis.
Hey, Bear Bus 2020. Hi, Pat. I'm Kurt Worrell. I'm 42 years old. I live here in Central Florida. I've been part of the bear community for quite a number of years. I think what makes me unique within the community is me being a go-go dancer. Especially at my age, I never would envision that I would be doing something like this, but as my body started to change, as I started to approach my 40s and my body started getting hairier, and my taste in men and activities and gear and stuff like that started to change, that combined with my level of dancing, just it turned into something. And I'm so happy that I had such a warm reception and that I continue to do it. And I have that social status as a go-go dancer. And I think that definitely makes me unique within the community. So happy Bear Bus 2020. Pat, this was such a great idea. I'm so glad I could be a part of it. So big bear hugs to everybody. Have a good night.
So that is contestant number 1. That is Curtis. I'm going to give the judges a few moments to go through, get their scoring in. These guys put this effort into making these videos and submitting. And honestly, I'm so excited to get to share these videos with you all. And I feel such a sense of pride in doing this and just seeing. I've watched all the videos. The judges, these are the first time that they're seeing them. I want to make sure that this was a fair and level playing field. I did not tell them who the contestants were. I did not give them any of that information. So I'm excited to see how they respond to our contestants. So, all right, I'm going to mute this. Let's get the second video. Oh, wait. Sorry. All right, let's get that banner. All right. Now we're going to move on to our next contestant. And this is one of our contestants that is, I know I have seen in the chat. And here we go. This is contestant number 2. This is Horace Adonis. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get this. Let's rewind this. See, I told y'all that I only make a few mistakes, but sometimes they suck. So here we go. One more time. Contestant number 2, Horace Adonis.
Hi, I'm Horace Adonis, and I'm competing for Mr. Bear Bust 2020. I think I would be a fantastic candidate for Mr. Bear Bust because I bring a lot of positive energy wherever I go. And also considering that I'm a big advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, I feel that I would showcase in a very positive energy as well. A couple of things about me. I live here in Central Florida, Orlando, Florida to be exact. I am a military brat, so I moved around quite a bit. I've seen lots of different things. I've been on many, many adventures. And a couple of things that I love to do, I am really big on sewing, very new at it. And I really enjoy going to theme parks. And prior to COVID, of course, I really loved going to clubs and bars and meeting new people and getting to enjoy all of our great events that we offer all across Orlando. I try to stay as active as I can, and I want to be able to do that and be the face of Bear Bust 2020.
Love it. Love it. That is contestant number 2. That is Horace Adonis. Give the judges a few seconds, make their final calculations. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing the comments. I love seeing y'all reacting to your videos in real time. This is fun. Okay, I'm going to move on. This contestant has been in our chats quite a bit today, checking out some of our live streaming. I saw them earlier in the chat. So give me 2 seconds to get this lined up. I'm gonna make sure that I have okay, and we unmuted. That way, make sure I don't make that mistake again. All right. So this is contestant number 3, Harley Q Lunar.
What's up, digital world? My name is Stefan, aka Harley Q Lunar, and I am coming to you live from Kansas, aka Kansas City, Missouri. We're right in there. We're in the middle. I'm in the center of the country. And so I wanted to up here show you guys why I should be your new mixed digital bear bust. First off, this melanin skin needs to be shown off. I need to show y'all what I can do. I am fun. I'm entertaining. I'm crazy. I'm a little nerdy. So you guys need that. And the reason why I wanted to up here come and perform for you guys and fight for this title is because this time I need to show myself that the confidence that I like to show to people, I need to show myself and I need to bring it out and show that, hey, you can run with the big dogs too. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And so this is pretty much my first bear experience in a pageant sense. And I'm ready to run with the big dogs. I'm ready to play with y'all and let's see what we come up with next. So grab your seats, grab your snacks, and I promise you, it won't be ashy. Okay? Coming to you live. Here we go.
That was contestant number 3. And I'm saying it wrong. I keep wanting to say Lunar. Harley Q Lunar. Or I'm going to say Lunar. I'm sorry, Harley. I'm just going to say that now. I love it. I love it. All right. So that was contestant number 3. That was Harley. All right. We've got one more contestant in category 1. So the judges are putting their scores together. And we are going to move right along into our... Oh, hold on. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Into our 4th contestant. For those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, I posted last night as I was wrapping up day 1 that I feel like it's weird that I'm oddly almost as stressed running digital bear bust as I am when I run regular bear bust in Orlando. And people laugh at me, but it's because of things like this where I'm trying to do all of these different moves at the same time and get it all worked out right. All right. Okay. 4th and final contestant. This is Tony.
Hi, my name is Tony Carson, and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm 56 years old. I'm 6 foot tall. I weigh 240 pounds. I first came to Bear Bust in 1994, and it has been special to me ever since. I would like nothing better than to be the title holder, Mix Bear Bust 2020, and here's why. When I was a kid, my parents were into domestic violence. My father was killed in a work accident when I was 10 years old, but the lessons from that were learned already. And that is, if you want to be taken care of, you're going to have to put up with abuse. I grew up to chase after every abusive relationship I could find, whether that was romantic, professional, academic, friendship, whatever. I'd find an abuser somewhere, somehow. My first job in the real world was as a music director for a church in North Carolina. And of course, that church figured out a way to be abusive toward me. Along the way, however, and unbeknownst to myself, I was doing some self-improvement projects. I decided to get my weight under control. I was practicing my instrument 3 hours a day. I was basically learning I could take care of myself, and I didn't need an abuser. Bear Bust 1996 came along, and I had a great time. I entered the Mr. Bear contest for the first time that year, and when I was standing out on stage in nothing but a jockstrap, I could see in the audience's eyes, he looks good. I was caught up in the presence of the divine at that point, and I found myself healed of all the you can't, you aren't, and you'll never be messages. I was healed of abuse and chasing after abusers. So that's why it's important to me.
I love it. I love it. So that is our first category. Those are our 4 contestants. That is Curtis. That is Horace Adonis, that is Harley Q Lunar, and Tony, our 4 contestants there. I'm going to chat with y'all for a second while I let our judges do their final tabulations, their final scores. Judges, once you are done with that first page and adding any comments that you would like to, make sure you hit the send button. I have 2 of them in there. Very good, very good. Let's see. Pop, pop, pop. All right. So before we move on, I'm going to bring Tom back up. Hi, Softy Tom.
Hey.
So while we're getting ready for category 2, I wanted to give you the floor for just a few moments and let the good people out there that are watching know what you've got going on. What's going on in the world of Tom Goss?
Well, I'm just making stuff. I'm in quarantine and I'm a touring artist, and so I'm obviously not doing that anymore. So I have all the time and every single day to just make shit. So, I've been releasing a lot of singles and videos this year. My recent is called Amsterdam, which is super sexy. This is super sexy Bear in it. We do a lot of making out in a bathtub, just pretty much the whole video. And I just was in the studio working on some new stuff. So I'm working on a bunch of new stuff, including a Nerdy Bear remix, which is fucking fire. So I'm just really excited to, you know what? It's been a really shitty and hard year. And I, at this point in time, have kind of embraced it. And I'm just really, really grateful to be here and grateful to be amongst such wonderful people like yourself. I watched those introductory videos and I just felt happy and grateful to be a part of this community that's about spreading love. And that's what I'm about too.
I love it. I love it. And like I'd mentioned earlier, go check out Tom's website, tomgossmusic.com. Follow along with what he's doing. The videos, my favorite part of Nerdy Bear.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I saw the video, I had to message him. Was you filmed part of it in Rock Bar in New York City? Yeah. And Jason, who is now one of the owners, who I've known for years, is in the video, and he's just cleaning the bar, and he just has this look on his face. And I messaged him and was like, "That is your. It's it's 1:30 closing. Can you guys just go get a room already? I'm trying to clean my bar look."
It's so funny because, obviously there's a tons of footage that you don't use, and it's just so funny. Like I'm twerking pretty much in his face and he's just like cleaning his glass the whole time. And he was, I don't know, Jason, I didn't know him, and somebody introduced me to him, and I called him, and he just was the most wonderful, sweetest man, so hospitable. I've never dealt with somebody in a location that was more hospitable and more generous than Jason. And I just felt so grateful again to be doing that with him. Again, that was during quarantine. Everybody was closed. I just driven across the country with my husband, like keeping it super safe. And he just was just like, cannot say enough about Jason and Rock Bar. So I can't wait to be back and play there and see everybody, although none of you live in New York. So I won't see you there.
Listen, I'm a New Yorker. My family's still out there. I will come to New York and I will come to the show.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
I'm down. I love Rock Bar. Jason has played host to Flame On live shows there. We had Paul Middleton when he was over here from the UK. He played over there. Jason and I worked that out. Like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to support you and Rock Bar any way that I can.
Let's do it.
I love it. All right. So, Tom, we're going to pull you back out and we're going to get ready for category number 2. All right. So, category number 2 is how do you feel sexy? And this was our contestants showing us what makes them feel sexy. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this queued up. And we are going to get our first contestant. Judges, get yourselves ready with your scoring sheets. And here we go. This is contestant number 1. This is Curtis. That was a short but sweet one. That was contestant number 1. That was Curtis. Oh, there was no sound. God damn it. I am all right. Let's do this again.
Oh, you touch my tongue.
I promise I'll have this right by the last one of the evening. I promise.
Oh, you touch my ta-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
There we go. See, it was short and sweet, so we watched it twice. Once without sound, once with sound. If you know RuPaul's Drag Race, you know they do the runway twice. Once with music, once without. Just like that. That was contestant number 1. That was Curtis. So our judges are putting in their scores, making any comments that might be needed. I will say this. I love the chat that's going on right now. I love how supportive and uplifting everybody is. Y'all are just, this is great. This is what every contest should be. This is what life should be. This is what the community should be. I love seeing people living for each other, our contestants that are in the chat, and talking about these things, like and lifting each other up. That's I love it. And Horace Adonis saying that he lives for Kurt's TikTok. It is a mad thirst trap. I would agree with you there. All right, judges, are y'all good? Give me a thumbs up in your little windows down there if you're ready to move on. Cool. All right, I muted that again, so I'm gonna remember to unmute before we start this video. Let me get this video queued up. We're gonna move on to our second contestant. All right, unmuted. I learn. All right, here we go. This is contestant number 2. This is Horace Adonis.
Follow White Rabbit. I'm taking potions, call me Alice. Watch me grow taller. Yeah, Rabbit's watches in his pocket. Yeah, he stays late, but he leads me, so I follow. Wandering around in Wonderland. Wondering how or if I'll ever get back. Wandering around in Wonderland. Wondering.
Bringing you a little lumber sexual right there at the end. That was contestant number 2. That was Horace Adonis. Oh, Horace reading himself in the chat. I love it. All right. So I'm going to give the judges a few moments. Judges, once you are ready to go with the next contestant, you put any comments that you might need to. Give me a thumbs up in your little window down there. All right. Gary is ready. Michelle is ready. Tom, you all good down there? All right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to mute this for a hot second. We're going to move on to our third contestant here. Mute this. All right. Bow. Unmute. See, if I say it out loud, I should hopefully not, forget to unmute that. All right, here we go. This is contestant number 3. This is Harley Q Lunar. I love it. I will just say I have that same fan. We made that our group fan one year for Provincetown. I love it. And yes, Edna Mode may say no capes. Living for that cape. That's my personal input on that one there. Oh, I love it. I love it. So our judges are putting their scores in. Judges, once you are all good and you've submitted, give me a thumbs up. Got Michelle down there. But yes, I'm living for the support that y'all are giving. I love the fact that the contestants may have brought you over here to watch, but I love that you are showing your support for everybody. So that is fantastic. Gary and Tom, let me know. Give me a thumbs up when y'all are ready. Cool. All right. Here we go. Closing out our second category with How Do You Feel Sexy? Cue this up. This is contestant number 4. Unmuted. See, got it. I got it. This is Tony.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tony Carson, and I am competing for the Mixed Bear Bus competition. When I go out to either some special event locally, or if I am out of state at an event or at a bar, I like to kind of dress up in my leather. And this vest I've had for a long time. It has my very first title on it, which was Mr. New Mexico Fantasy 1999. Once I'm inside the event or the bar, and if it's okay with everybody, I will take off my vest and go topless. And that is so everybody can see and enjoy the fur and rub it as they see fit on the back and the front. If you'll notice, I have a belt that's got bear in it all the way around. And of course, I have my goat skin flog, which couldn't hurt a fly, but I like the way it looks. And it's blue on the left side. Also, my first title is in my armband, which again is blue and on the left side. We all know what that means. My pants are leather, but sometimes I'll just put all this on with the pair of jeans and of course boots down at the bottom. Okay. On occasions that are really, really special, I have a crown that the local Pride Board gave me for 10 years of service to the gay community. It is supposed to be designed after the crown that Xandor of the Herculords wore. However, it ended up looking more like Wonder Woman, but I wore it better. Thanks, and I look forward to our next segment.
I love it. I love it. All I thought was Wonder Woman, and I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Oh, so that is category 2. That is how do you feel sexy? Let me go check in on. So the judges are going to be putting in their comments, putting in their scores for our contestants there. And then once Michelle has entered in all of her stuff, we're going to bring her on for just a few moments so we can talk a little turkey, talk a little business, and talk about what she does with the community, which we chatted about a little bit before. So here we go. There's Michelle. Hey, Michelle.
Let me unmute myself. There we go.
There you go. So Michelle, we chatted a little bit about it before because we were talking about Beyoncé, who has entered the chat as well. I saw her commenting before. But tell us a little bit about the Miss National Bearded Empress pageant.
National Bearded Empress, for some people, okay, long story short, we started it because we needed a fair and even playing platform for people who want to be bearded, who entertain, that are absolutely glamorous and gorgeous. And we started it like on July 4th and just ran with it. And I called Beyoncé and I was like, look, this is what I'm doing. Are you in or are you not? And she's like, I'm in. And of course I see her in there. No, you're not allowed to be critical, Carla, tonight. I read your comment. No, you're great. We love you, but you're there right now. I couldn't have done this without Beyoncé. He inspires me daily. I think all of my Emeriti inspire me, and all of the beautiful bearded entertainers. I do a lot in drag, as far as the drag community is concerned. I come from a drag family, and I've been super involved in drag and, nightlife, LGBTQ plus nightlife. I've owned 2 bars in Southwest Florida, going back over a decade. So, there's a lot of experiences and things that I've done, and I absolutely love our community. I love being with all of our entertainers. I love being with Leathermen, just spending time, quality time, getting to know each niche within that makes us so beautiful together.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I know that there were big plans for the pageant this year, and they were supposed to happen right around the time that I was leaving Florida. So I was a little sad. There was a little part of me that was like, maybe I can just wait like another week and move after the pageant. But obviously 2020 had different plans for everybody this year. So I'm excited for when everything can resume operations normally. And I'm excited to see you as the owner and your Emeriti and your contestants just taking bearded art to a whole other level. So
absolutely, we're looking at late summer, early fall of 2021. Just for safety's sake, COVID, want to make sure that everybody's covered. We have contestants coming from all over the country. This isn't one of those little, a couple here, a couple there. No, all over. So we are truly blessed. We love our community, and we want to be. We're glad to be here for them, providing a platform where gender no longer wins the crown. And it is about your self-expression and just fluidity. Isn't it what we are naturally? So let's have fun.
Absolutely. Go check out the website, nationalbeardedempress.com. or go to @BeardedEmpress on social media, follow along, and check it out. It's going to be a fabulous ride. So yeah, thank you for being here, Michelle. I'm going to pop you out, and we're going to go on to our third and final category. This is the musical category. This is our lip sync. This is our homage to Nerdy Bears everywhere. So this is going to be fun. All right, I'm going to mute that. That's muted. Okay, so we are going to. I've done this so many times today. Why can I never find the open with button? All right. So here we go. For those in the chat that were wanting to follow Kurt's TikTok, it's going to be on the screen. So catch it this time around. All right. Unmuted. Here we go. This is contestant number 1 in the lip sync category. Category number 3. This is Curtis.
Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak into your secret lair. It's a Friday night and the club is bumping, but you're hanging tight and cuddling with the pumpkin. You got that smash bros combo locked tight. I'll be your princess, you're late, that's right. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B-A start. That's the cheat code to open my heart. Drop your controller, here, please use mine. Don't need no quarter, free plays all night. Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak into.
All right, that was contestant number 1. That was Curtis. Judges, enter in your scores and your comments. So for those of you watching, we're going to see this 3 more times. So by the end of it, you all better be lip syncing with the song because I'm doing it over here. Y'all better be out there lip syncing along to it. If you don't already know the words, you will know the words to this segment of the song by the end of this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the Konami code. Anytime you can work the Konami code into a song, I'm down. So I appreciate you, Tom, for doing that. Judges, once you have finished with Curtis's scores and comments, give me a thumbs up. Michelle is good. Gary is good. Tom, you good? All righty. All right. So we're muting this. Let's go to our next contestant. Here we go. This is. Here we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. This is Horace Adonis. See, I told y'all if I don't say it, I was going to mess it up again. All right, take 2. We're going to get this right eventually. Here we go. One more time. Horace Adonis.
Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak into your secret lair. It's a Friday night and the club is bumping, but you're hanging tight and cuddling with the pumpkin. You got that Smash Bros combo locked tight. I'll be your princess, you're late, that's right. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B-A start. That's the cheat code to open my heart. Drop your controller, here, please use mine. Don't need no quarter, replays all night. Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak into your secret lair, secret lair. Dirty bear. Behind Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and daddy underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair. Now we're together and I'm getting hot and bothered. There's a monster and I'm getting clobbered. You have a plus for the saving those there's magic. To the rescue, so romantic. Listen. You're my hero every single day. My greatest fantasy and the strongest man I know. You want me to get you an ice cream sandwich? Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and daddy underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair.
All right. That was contestant number 2. That was Horace Adonis. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to give the judges a few moments to go through, put their scores in, put any comments in. Give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready. Gary is ready. Michelle is ready. Tom, you good? Let me know when you're ready. I'm just watching Tom's face during all of this, and it's so adorable watching him watch these interpretations of his song. All right, we're moving right along to our contestant number 3, and unmute. Here we go. This is contestant number 3. This is Harley Q Lunar.
Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and dirty underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair. It's a Friday night and the club is bumping. But you're hanging tight and cuddling with the pumpkin. You got that smash bros combo locked tight. I'll be your princess, your link, that's right. Up, up, down, down, left, right, be a start. That's the cheat code to open my heart. Drop your controller, here please use mine. Don't need no quarter, free plays all night. Nerdy bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and dirty underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair. Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and dirty underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair. Now we're together and I'm getting hot and bothered. There's a monster and I'm getting clobbered. You have a plus for the saving those for magic. To the rescue, so romantic. Listen. You're my hero every single day. My greatest fantasy and the strongest man I know. You want me to get you an ice cream sandwich? Nerdy bear. Behind the glasses, you a dirty bear. So shake that ass and dirty underwear. And let me sneak into your secret lair. Nerdy.
Oh my goodness. Watching Tom watch these videos is the best part of my day. That was contestant number 3, Harley Q Lunar. Oh goodness. Judges, once you have put your scores in your comments, give me a thumbs up. We will go to our Gary is good. We will go to our 4th and final video for this category, and then we're going to do a special little treat. We're going to chat with Gary for a few moments. We're going to show Tom Goss's new video, Amsterdam, while I get all of the scores, and we will announce our winner for our first ever Mixed Digital Bear Bust 2020. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, goodness gracious. Tom, are you good? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Michelle, just let me know when you're ready. Perfect. All right. Let's mute that for a hot second. Here we go. We are going to have our 4th and final contestant here. This is unmuted. Here we go. This is contestant number 4. This is Tony.
Dirty bear, behind the glasses you were dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak you to your secret lair. It's a Friday night, put your head tight and come in. You got that Smash Bros. Combo locked tight. I'll give you that sausage roll and I'll be up, down, left, right, one piece. That's the Chico, drop your control up, big beats, don't need a dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you were dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak you to your secret lair. Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you were dirty bear. So shake that ass in dirty underwear and let me sneak you to your secret lair. Now we're together in the pink night. There's a little smoke and a little light. You got this for the sake of Christmas magic. To the rescue, so listen. You're my hero every single day. My greatest fantasy and the strongest man ever. You want me to get you an ice cream sandwich? Dirty bear. Behind the glasses, you were dirty bear. So shake that ass and dirty underwear. And let me sneak you to your secret lair.
I love it. That was contestant number 4. That was Tony. Oh goodness. All right. Gary, once you've submitted your scores, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to bring you into the chat. Oh, let me get this banner up here. All right. So Gary, I want to give you a few moments to let the viewing audience know what you do, where you do it, and just some information about that. Tell us about the Leather Archives and Museum. Why do I keep hitting the wrong button?
Thanks, Pat. So yes, I'm here in Chicago, as we said earlier, and I'm the executive director of the Leather Archives and Museum. It's a pretty awesome space. If you're not familiar with it, you can check us out online and learn a bit more. But we are next year actually be our 30th year. We were founded in 1991 by Chuck Renslow, who is fairly well known in the leather world, primarily for having been the founder of International Mr. Leather, which still takes place here in Chicago every year on Memorial Day, except for this year. But we are a unique research institution in the world. Our focus is on collecting art, artifacts, historical documents, archival resources connected to leather, kink, fetish, and BDSM. So it's a pretty cool spot. People visit us from all over the world for lots of different reasons. Our primary purpose is a research collection. So I'm a librarian, as you can plainly tell by looking at me. And we are in many ways a very traditional library. People come, they do research, scholars, academics, writers, artists, filmmakers. And we operate very much like any library in that sense. It's just that our content is a little bit hotter and a little bit more cool than many libraries. But even for people who are not, writing a book or working on a film or producing a piece of art, there's still a lot for anyone who visits the archives just to enjoy and appreciate the beauty of a very different kind of space and a very different kind of artwork. The core of our collection is based on an artist named Etienne, who was a contemporary of Tama Finland, so very similar style of male erotic art, very heavily BDSM and kink oriented. But other artists, the Hun is another one that many of you may know, whose collection is here with us. And these are materials that the kinds of things that we collect and preserve, right? Things that are quite frankly still discarded by most organizations as being too smutty and too risque. So we provide a home for them, and this includes everything from leather clubs and leather organizations, events, really across the spectrum, to individuals and leaders within the community. And we do a lot of education, a lot of outreach, a lot of programs right now that we're doing primarily online, although the museum is still open. So yeah, if you're in Chicago, definitely worth a stop to visit us. We're located on the north side of Chicago, up near the leather bars, Touche and Jackhammer. But you can also check us out online, follow us on social media, and enjoy and appreciate a lot of who we are, what we're about, and the work that we're doing to preserve the incredible world of kink. I think that's...
I love it. I love it. I love it. And if our viewers are so inclined, Gary was lovely enough to be a guest on my Small Business Spotlight show that we did a few months ago at this point. But if you go to YouTube and or go to youtube.com/The Bears in the City, make sure you have the in there, The Bears in the City. Go through our live videos and find the Small Business Spotlight, where Gary talks. We talked for, I think, like about 45 minutes, or maybe a little bit more, about the leather archives and ways for you to be able to support and be a part of keeping the leather archives going.
Great.
So
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you. All right. So real quick, we are going to, while I get these scores together and tabulated, we are going to take a few moments to watch Tom get all clean and dirty in a bathtub. This video is currently at 203,329 views. Wow. That is amazing. And we're just going to keep climbing. So I'm going to show it to y'all now, but go to YouTube and look up this video. It's called Amsterdam. Go check it out. And here we go. This is a little Tom Goss for you.
In the crook of my your arm is intertwined. Cobblestone and fritters, fingers nestle fingers in the crook of my if water is life, take me out along the canal side. If water is life, let it rain down. In the grasp of your, I'm a casualty of war. body starts to shiver underneath your vigor in the grasp of yours. If water's life, take me out along the canal side. If water is life, let it rain down. Rain down. In the fog of us, it's easy to get lost, tangled in the weeds. Thankfully you come, a glimpse and a kiss underneath the willow tree. If water is life, take me out along the canal side. I will lay you down. If water is life, let it rain down. Let it rain down.
Oh, that's why you were waving. Ah, all right. So that was Tom Goss with Amsterdam. Oh, I love it. If I'm not muting the sound, I legit, like halfway through the music video, I pop back over just to make sure I didn't have it muted. And I was muted. So that way, if I was, making noises over here, it didn't matter. Okay. Well, that was enough time while I was during getting all of the scores together. So all of our contestants, you all were amazing. I'm going to bring my judges back in also. All right, judges, do you have anything that you want to say to our contestants, just overall in general?
Just thanks, everyone. That was fantastic. All four of you were really beautiful, sexy, sweet. It's wonderful. Made it very difficult.
Yeah, I just had the most fun time, and I'm really nervous right now. And it was really hard to give anybody anything other than a 5. And I feel so bad at the moments when I didn't, because I loved everybody so much.
They were all fantastic, and the scores were very close in a lot of ways. And honestly, there's only a 2-point difference between our winner and our first runner-up. So it is extremely close. All of the score sheets, all the scores, I can put all that together and send it out. Our judges did make some notes, constructive feedback and comments for our contestants. So with that being said, a little drum roll. Our third runner-up was contestant number 1, Curtis. Great job, Curtis. You did a great job.
Great job, Curtis.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our second runner-up was contestant number 4, Tony. Great job, Tony.
Woo, Tony!
Tony was our late entry and put these videos together first thing this morning to get them over to me. And I loved the Bear Izzo comments in the chat. Okay. So this is where it's so nerve-wracking and so crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just declare our winner, meaning that the other person was our first runner-up. 2 points separated these two. 2 points. The winner of the first ever Mix Digital Bear Bust contest was contestant number 2, Horace Adonis. Congratulations, Horace. That means our first runner-up was contestant number 3, Harley Q Lunar. You both were amazing and legit. 2 points separating you two. So congratulations, Horace. You have won a weekend stay for Bear Bust 31 at the Parliament House, October 14th to the 17th, 2021. 2 weekend run passes for the event. And as a little surprise from us, I'm working with Bearskin to get a Bearskin gift certificate to all of you for competing tonight. Yay. So all 4 of you will walk away with a prize for taking the time and the energy and being a part of this contest. So congratulations, Horace. Congratulations to everybody that competed. A huge thank you to our judges. We're running long because I like to talk a lot. So I told Tom, I was like 45 minutes tops. And then I start talking. So thank you, Tom, for your support. Thank you for...
I want to give everybody a package too. So I'll get you that offline, okay?
Yes, we will get together.
Judges too.
I will get all that. I have all the information. I will get that over to you all. And Bearante is talking about getting a walk in the titles walk, National Bearded Empress. Look at you go.
The titles walk, it is absolutely necessary. It's not just for like pageants and such. You win a competition, you're part of it. This is part of our history. So yes, inclusivity across the board. Absolutely.
I love it. So thank you, Tom. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Gary. Again, thank you to every one of you that took the time out to make your videos, to enter the competition, and to be a part of this history and this first ever digital Bear Bust. 30 years, and we finally had to take it to the internet. So thank you all for being a part of this. I'm going to sign off, and in just a moment or two, we're going to get the digital dance party to end Bear Bust 30 and Digital Bear Bust 2020. So with that, thank you all, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes to dance the night away. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good night.